So I actually want to talk about how this novela here, Teresa, is actually a tragedy without spoiling too much and without making this video long because the original video was 9 minutes long. But long story short, um, it's about a young woman who's ambitious, willing to do any and everything in order to get out of her situation. She lives in a horrible neighborhood that is full of poor people, which she does not want to be anymore. She lives with her parents and her little sister Rosita. Um, so this whole thing is just a tragedy. Like, she gets made fun of in school for being a poor, also for lying about her background. Her sister passes away tragically. She ends up dumping her boyfriend when she realizes he's a dusty. By the way, it's this guy, because he didn't want to do any better. She ends up marrying this other dude for money, but it's not a very happy marriage, and woo, they are toxic. And anyway, towards the end, she does a bunch of other stuff that results in her ultimately losing everybody and even her life in one of the alternate endings. So I think the tragedy here is the fact that she had noble intentions. She wanted to become a lawyer. She wanted to have her own law firm, and she wanted to get her family out of their situation. However, she had a lot of obstacles. She was poor, her family was not very supportive, and of course, people who were higher up didn't really care for her either. Except for his sister and him. Because they actually did try to help her at first because they knew what kind of situation she was in and wanted to use their wealth to help her out of that situation. However, she ends up backstabbing them both and ultimately, in pursuit of more money, destroys every single relationship with everybody she's had. Her godmother, her mom, she kills her dad indirectly. Um, she gets divorced from him. In one of the alternate endings, she dies because of the things she did. In another one, she has to start over. Basically, anyone that was her friend just turns their back on her. In the last ending, is she goes back to him, but it kind of sucks because she doesn't really like him anyhow. And the relationship is definitely not going to be the same because these two cheated on each other. So I think the whole point of it was just to show that you shouldn't be too ambitious and that you should be careful with what you. And the most messed up part, honestly, is if she had had like emotional and social support in the first place, she would probably not have done everything she did, or at least not the harmful things anyway. So yeah.